Hi guys, this is the Pixie Goddess Tarot, and this reading is a pick a card reading for your next relationship. So please go ahead and choose Pixie Dust 1, which is white, or Pixie Dust 2, which is this peach into red color, pretty little pixie dust. And then we'll get started. Cool. Let's get started with pile number 1. People who chose the white pixie dust. Your first card is ship. Number 3 could be an important number. Probably the 3rd of a month or the 3rd month, or even 10th actually. So the 30th, 13th, 10th of the month, 10th month. These are important numbers. The ship suggests that no matter how choppy the waters are, no matter how hard it is to maneuver through these waves, you will find a way. And with regard to your new relationship, this is somebody who knows how to reach their goal no matter the odds. Your next card is yes, what you're asking about is the truth. Now, I'm getting a feeling that some of you already know who you want to manifest in your life. And if you're really sure about this person, then yes, this is the one. Your next card reads, make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Guys, in order to attract somebody who is spiritually, mentally, emotionally aligned with you, you need to first make sure you are aligned with yourself. And to do that, you need to take care of yourself. Know that spending time in solitude will only help you grow as a person. So do that. Take warm baths, or go on nature walks. If you live near wilderness, you should go. Don't hold back. But yeah, if you live in the city, please stay at home. The pandemic is still on. So let's go to your next card. Step out of your comfort zone. Guys, these are really self-explanatory cards. I'm purposely going from the oracle to the tarot, which I'll take out at the last before I read this affirmation card for you. But what I'm getting here is sometimes we are so caught up in our lives that we want everything to land in our lap. We want everything to be spoon-fed to us, but that's not what is needed over here. If you are somebody who has Leo in their chart, then I think this reading is for you. I just got this feeling. That does not mean if you do not have Leo in your chart, then all these messages mean nothing to you. They do. They are for you. If you've chosen the white pixie dust, then this is your message. But Leo is a sign that I'm getting. Probably the person you're attracting has Leo in their sun sign or rising or some major position. Forgiveness. I think not forgiving somebody is acting as a block in your life. Sometimes when you don't let go of your past, when you're just hanging on to past hurt, you come in the way of your manifestation. Probably you need to forgive the ex-partner that you were with, and for some reason that it didn't work out. Probably that's why you're looking out for another relationship. Guys, you need to forgive that person. You need to forgive yourself for giving a wrong person a chance, and you need to clear that space for the right one to come. Loosen your grip. You have difficulty in coping with things, and I feel so this card, it ends with saying let God in, and you're addicted to somebody who is from the past. Now, of course, a lot of people come and tell me, Pixie, we are not addicted to anyone, we don't talk to that person, but you think about that person, right? Am I making sense? You think about that person. You give that person at least one thought in that day, in your day, and that one thought is also enough for you to be addicted to that person. Yes, there have been times when you just need to um, make peace with the fact that a certain someone let you down, a certain someone pushed you away for no fault of yours, or they took advantage of you and your feelings, or they just weren't worthy of your love. And you need to loosen that grip, because the tighter you hold, the more you'll burn. It says loosen your grip. Um, have faith in your destiny. Don't be addicted to your past. Now, I say it easily, but I know how hard it is. So, I know you need to work every day. If you take a little bowl which is empty and you put one drop of water in it every single day, one day it will overflow, right? One day it will fill up. So every day, try to let go of the past, try to let go of this person. If you think about somebody who hurt you, tell them, get out of my head. You don't belong here. The moment you physically push them out of your head, they won't come back. And even if they do, push them harder. Do it 50 times a day if you have to. One day you will not think about it. Trust me. Breakthrough. Number 8 could be an important number. This is a beautiful card. You need to take this leap of faith. I know past relationships, past hurts push us into this dark space where we just don't want to believe in anyone, believe in love, believe in the fact that somebody can be loyal to us, because we've come across such amazing human beings that who just don't understand the meaning of love, loyalty, commitment. They want more and more women or more and more men in their lives. And they're just not satisfied with one good person in their life, which is fine. Some people are like that. And especially sensitive people are more drawn to problematic people like those, which is okay. It's not your fault. It's not our fault. And what we need to do is, if we decide to let somebody into our lives, we got to take that leap of faith, guys. We need to trust the script that the universe has written for us. We just need to go with it. Okay? So if you are here trying to see who you're attracting, first clear these blockages, and then you'll know you're ready for another relationship, a beautiful one, a relationship of a lifetime. The person that you're attracting definitely has earth and fire in their chart. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person likes to be on their own. They know they can be away from the maddening crowd. They are creative people, and that's why they do not like a lot of crowded areas. This person has worked hard in his life or her life, and now they know that it's good to wait for this person to come. They are also trying to manifest someone in their lives, someone who is in alignment with their emotions, their spiritual understanding, their physical being, and of course the way they are, the way they commit to you. You know that you guys fit in completely with each other. Now, if you see this card, this person has long hair, but the body is like a man. So I'm not saying that this is something abnormal. I'm just saying that whoever this person is has their masculinity and feminine nature aligned. Okay? And this person is sensitive, this person is loyal, committed, passionate, hardworking, and for a few of you, This person is into spirituality and occult sciences. It could be somebody you have known, guys. With the Six of Cups coming here, the entire game has changed. Actually, it hasn't. It could be somebody from your past life. Your soul knows this person. And for some of you, probably this was your childhood playmate. You could live in the same building, same locality. In India, we have huge societies where a lot of kids play together in the evenings. So, yeah, you could have that, but they're not necessarily friends, they're just playmates. You get what I'm saying? Indians might understand. You've got strength. Didn't I say Leo? I mean, I didn't uptone these cards before I started the reading. So I'm uptoning these cards as I'm going ahead in the reading with you guys. So I said Leo is a prominent energy over here, and the strength card is also attached to the sign of Leo. You could be attracting a Leo person, someone who is gentle. This person could have animals. This person knows that there is this peaceful coexistence that needs to happen between the environment, us. It's an old soul that you're attracting, because to have such deep understanding about life, about spirituality, the person needs to be an old soul. They can't just be anyone and know of these things. Your last card, the affirmation card, is: in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right minded thinking and the energy of love. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right minded thinking and the energy of love. This is the affirmation card for you, pile number 1. If this reading resonated with you guys, please like, share, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. And if my channel grows, I will be forever motivated to bring more and more such beautiful messages for you guys. Thank you for watching pile number 1. Bye. Now, people who chose Pixie Dust number 2, let's start with your reading. Your first card is the Sun card. Number 31 could be an important card number for you, and the alphabet A could be important. Either your name starts with A, or the person that you're attracting, their name starts with A, or something that about this person is very feisty, fiery. They're exuberant. They are people who love bringing in a lot of passion, and they're very happy-go-lucky people. So see, this is a general reading, so this could be your energy as well. But since I have put in the intention of who you're attracting or what your next relationship is going to be like, so this is the person who you're attracting. Don't take on other people's stress. Breathe it out right now. Let go of stress. This is not me. This is the angels telling you that, and me also, as your friendly psychic reader. Set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Okay, this is an amazing card, because for some of you, you guys are, it's not like you guys are lonely, but you know what happens sometimes? It's happened with me also. Because we are not attracting somebody in our life, the right one, and we tend to get impatient with nature, we settle for anything and everything that comes our way. Now, this person couldn't be, the person that we're settling for may not be in alignment with our spirituality or the way we feel about the environment or about a certain aspect of this world. But we still settle for them because probably this is the best that we can get, right? And that's not the mindset that we're supposed to have. If we were created, of course, there must be somebody who's created for us with the same ideologies as us, with the same I'm so sorry, with the same thought process and the same respect that we give give the things that we are fond of, they respect those things with us. They respect our respect for the things that we are fond of. Am I making sense? So please don't settle. This reading has really prominent Leo energies. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Now, this is one set of people who settle for anyone, and this is another set of people who are pushing everything away from themselves. They're like, no, probably you're not good enough. Even if the person bends over backwards for you, there's certain amount of pride that's attached. Yes, it's good to think that we deserve the best, but sometimes the best is standing right in front of us, and we are so clouded with our pride and our inhibitions that we just cannot see them. And that shouldn't happen, because that person may not last for very long. Not everyone is here to give us 10 million chances. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing, building your life, and becoming that ideal partner for somebody. Now, if you are an ideal partner, you will attract an ideal partner. The universe always keeps like-minded people together. Somehow, she has a knack of bringing like with like, right? That's how the law of attraction works. Your vibrational frequency brings in your manifestations accordingly, right? So if you vibrate in a certain frequency, only those vibrations that are matching that frequency come your way. So if you want to attract an ideal partner, try and become an ideal partner to somebody. Oh, okay. Cracked open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Yes. So I think I can relate this card with the pride card, because sometimes we hold on to things so tightly, our pride, our self-respect, our happiness, us, that we need to, that we start taking control of everything. Now, I don't want a certain person being a certain way, because of course it's going to hurt my pride. So we do not surrender. We need to surrender it to the universe so that we can attract the right person in our life. Certain things are not in our control. Rock bottom is also an important message. This may not be related to your relationship, but to you as a person. Sometimes when you're hurt and somebody lets you down because of their nature, because of whatever reason, you hit rock bottom because you give in so much commitment. Just rest assured that now you're just going to rise up, because when you hit rock bottom, you can't go further down. You can only rise up from there. This is your affirmation card. Celebrate differences. Number 3 is an important number for you. Celebrate differences. Your soulmate may not be somebody who you have seen on TV, Yeah, it's good to manifest and set the intention of having a certain someone look like your favorite actor, or behave like your favorite character from a movie or a book or a TV series. But it's not going to happen, right? The same person won't come walking into your life. That may just happen. It's happened with a lot of people in India who have gotten married to celebrities. But let's be practical. That is less than 3%. Okay? For realistic people like us, we need to set our intentions to realistic things. Our soulmates can differ from us, but that difference is not supposed to be something that is wrong or something that needs to be pointed out or run away from. No, you can't run away from somebody's differences, because they love you, you love them. And if there is love, and if a person is different from you, that doesn't mean they're not your soulmate. So just celebrate your differences, and don't shut your mind just because somebody is not as per your dream soulmate, the outline that you might have written in your journal or something that you must have imagined. Just celebrate the fact that they could be better. the Moon, and the Hermit. Okay, now some dominant signs, because you've got the major arcana over here, very strong energies. The person that you're attracting could be a Pisces person, could have Pisces in their moon sign or sun. They like to keep their life personal, and they could come across as secretive, but they're not secretive. And the fact that they keep their life personal is only because they do not want other people hexing it, you know. The Hermit card, your soulmate could be somebody who is from the Virgo sun sign group. Probably they have Virgo in their sun or moon or some major placement. Again, they like to be isolated, they like to find their own way, they like to tap into their spiritual activities, spiritual side, to feel grounded. They do not like crowds, they do not like to answer a lot of people, especially those who have no part to play in their life. Three of Swords and the Chariot card. You could have a Cancer person coming your way. Now, the Three of Swords over here doesn't mean that if you like this person, you will end up in a relationship that has cheating involved in it. This person is coming out of a relationship where cheating has been involved. Since these aren't your energies, these are the energies of your person who you're attracting. This person could also be moving emotionally or physically towards you. Emotionally away from the past hurt, and physically towards you or your city or where you work or where you study, or where you live, your residential area. You never know where you'll meet this person, but they are moving towards you. Number 3 is here again. Number 7 is an important number. Number 18 is important. And 9 is an important number. Now your affirmation: energy flows where my intention goes. This is an amazing affirmation for you. Set your intentions towards the things that you want and see them happen in front of you. Guys, that's about it, pile number 2. I hope you like this reading, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.